In our last episode, we left you in the beautiful mountains around Reedsport, Oregon, where we met our sweet friend Liz, a fellow bus lifer and nomad. Liz basically became part of our family for a few days, and we had such a good time. Next, we moved north up the coast to Cape Perpetua, where we had this lovely mountainside spot all to ourselves. The weather was perfect and we picked so many wild berries. We played in the forest, lived life, and had lots of fun. Finally, we moved even further north to Lincoln City, an amazing oceanside community offering views like this, and this. We lived like locals for a long time on the Oregon coast, experiencing the sights and sounds, and even some of the fun tourist traps. We took a day trip over to see the world's smallest park, as well as some of the other weird and wonderful things the unique city of Portland has to offer. We had the best time on the Oregon coast, and our adventures there will not soon be forgotten.
Okay, it's cold. So we weren't gonna leave for another couple days, but this cold front came in and we're like 2,000 feet elevation. It's nice and clear and sunny, but it's gonna be cold and it's not gonna let up, so we're out. Got a few things to finish getting ready before we go. Gonna check the engine, check a few things around the bus. We're gonna head down. All right, because it's so cold, we're gonna have to give the engine a little shot of engine espresso. I need a shot of espresso. That sounds really good. Okay, tell me when you're ready.
Ready.
Okay, go. Keep going. Stop. Okay, plan B. We are going to plug in the block heater. Block heater's plugged in. We just got to give it a few minutes and it should work. I hesitated doing this at first because our battery bank is actually really low this morning. So, actually I hope we have enough battery to do this, so we'll see. Well, as suspected, didn't have enough battery to hold out long, so we ran it as long as it could, so we'll see if this works. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, go. Okay, stop. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You got
it. With all preparations complete and all routes planned, there is nothing left to do. That is, until...
What was that?
What was it?
I think I hit the fire pit.
I know. Oh, you're gonna need to back up just a touch.
Oh, man. I was turning too sharp. And I knew this fire pit was over here, but I thought I was past it, and I was watching the other side so I didn't fall off the cliff. And I caught a rock on this trim. Well, thankfully it's only trim. It's nothing worse, so I'll take this off so it doesn't fall off going down the road, but Yeah, that'll be a job to fix. Okay, here I go.
Rock's not moving. You're straddling it just fine.
I don't want it to get under the back axle, so stop me before that.
You're tapping a little bit. Stop.
Okay, that wasn't so bad.
Ready?
Let's try this again. With all preparations complete and all routes planned, there is nothing left to do but to get down the mountain and embark on our journey home. The Sayusla National Forest. It's breathtakingly beautiful and impossibly large. Encompassing more than 630,000 acres along the Oregon coast, this lush green wonderland is made up of a wide variety of ecosystems, ranging from coastal forests to sand dunes. And for a little while, it has been our home. We have driven this road countless times and have witnessed firsthand the changing of the seasons. The leaves are falling, the mushrooms are more frequently emerging, and the temperatures are dropping. Winter is coming, and it's time for us to vacate. And just like that, we've made our last turn, and we're officially off the mountain and on the road home. Our journey begins in Lincoln City, Oregon, and ends in Wichita, Kansas. Our original plan would take us across the northern part of the U.S. before heading south through the Dakotas. But we've waited too late in the season, and the winter weather has different plans. So that leaves us with two options. First, we go south to Sacramento, California, and head east from there. This would take us through Utah and Wyoming, and then on from Colorado. Second, we would again go south, but this time we would go all the way to Bakersfield, California, where we would head east and make our way through the desert Southwest. At this point, we don't really know which route we will take.
The station also has propane, so while she's filling the diesel, I'm gonna go ahead and get the tanks ready. Well, there's nothing but about 2 hours of coastal driving between us and unlimited hot showers. You ready for hot showers?
Oh, you know I am.
Let's do it.
Before long, we are out of town and weaving our way down the Pacific Coast Highway.
Well, we didn't make it very far and realized that it was a lot later than we thought, and so it's too late to go get water tonight. So we stopped in a grocery store, going to pick up a few things, and then we're going to find a place to park tonight and then get water first thing in the morning. So those hot showers are going to have to wait.
That's okay. We've been doing it for a couple months, so we're good for it.
Just going to make them that much better. All right, we made it to our spot. We parked street side. We're actually right by the ocean. You guys definitely can't see it, but you might be able to hear it. Anyway, see you tomorrow.
Good morning and welcome to Newport. Newport is located just south of Depot Bay, the whale watching capital of the U.S.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll see some whales today. We didn't travel as far as we wanted to yesterday. We only made it about 50 miles from our last campsite. But it took us longer to get out than we expected, and then we had some chores to take care of and all that. But it's fine.
Life happens.
Yeah, life happens. But it's no big deal. We'll make up the difference today. We don't really have a set schedule yet as far as how far we need to go. We kind of have a rough idea of where we want to go, and we'll just see.
All right, let's see.
When your home moves on demand, you get to wake up with views like this whenever you want. To us, home has several definitions. It's this space that we travel in. This self-sustaining dwelling that enables us to move as we wish and live a life of full-time adventure.
Shower time.
All right, that was such a good shower. So I want to clarify a little bit. We have a shower, we have hot water heater, we have everything on board. The thing is, we have chosen for the past couple months to stay up in the mountains. I think actually since mid-July. Yeah, I think mid-July was the last time we actually filled our water tanks on board. So what we do, we strongly conserve water, which means we're taking very efficient showers, using just as little water as possible, and then we have these big blue jugs that we take in the Jeep. When we go down the mountain, we fill them up, pour them into our tank, which works perfectly, but we have to leave certain luxuries behind, like hot showers. We could technically use the water heater, but if you're taking a hot shower, you're probably taking a long shower. Yeah, it was really nice to get a nice shower today. So we're at a state park campground, and they have a dump station and water fill, and nobody's around. So we pulled in, and we've got our wastewater hose going down into the waste. Then we've got our freshwater hose pulled over and hooked up. As long as nobody's behind us, we're just running the showers. We're gonna do all the dishes and any cleaning that we need to use a lot of water on before topping our tanks off and then getting back on the road. Alright, so how was that shower?
It was amazing. Well worth it.
A side effect of living in a small space is you become intimately aware of what you need versus what you want. And despite that, it's still very easy to take something as simple as a water connection for granted. Having a nice hot shower after being off-grid for months highlights that fact and makes us appreciate water all the more.
We stopped for the night in a grocery store parking lot. They permit you to stay here overnight, and now we're gonna make some pizza and enjoy the rest of our evening. See you tomorrow. Good morning and welcome to Reedsport. We actually were here earlier this summer. You may remember it from our last video. I think we've started a trend for this episode because once again yesterday we did not make it nearly as far as we wanted. We had a few chores to take care of, and yeah, we just...
But all that has to change today. We have plans tomorrow to go exploring, and we have about 250 miles to Eureka, California that we're wanting to get to today. So we've got to get on the road.
Yes, and then tomorrow is Halloween, and so after we do our exploring tomorrow, we got to
go
get
trick-or-treating.
we got to get to another destination for trick-or-treating. So yeah, today is no wasting time.
And no more fooling around.
Let's do this. All right, and Athena said she had something she wanted to say to everybody.
Thank you for watching.
Aww.
And this video, give a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button.
You heard it here, folks. With wide eyes, we take in all the sights as we continue our way south, mile by mile.
Alright, so we're on the road now, and I was just thinking about something. I hate it that we're in such a rush because, you know, this summer we were, like I mentioned, we were in Reedsport, but that's as far south as we came. So now, as of like this morning, everything that we're experiencing is brand new for this trip. So while I would love to stop at every viewpoint and explore everything along the way, we just can't do it because we got to make it to Eureka.
There's so much character in all these coastal towns, and each one seems to have its own distinct flavor. After venturing inland for a while, the crisp blue of the ocean is a welcome sight as the road makes its way back to the coastline.
Alright, so we made it halfway. I think we went about 125 miles. We stopped here to pull out beside the ocean. We got a really nice view of the ocean. There's some dunes and stuff. Getting ready to have some lunch, and there's some other campers and travelers that are also using this pullout, and I actually...
Just gave a tour, didn't you?
Just gave a small tour of the bus and showed off our power system a little bit. So.
Clear? more pearly. See?
Well, officially our last stop in Oregon. What are your thoughts on Oregon, babe?
It was everything that we didn't know it was.
Yeah, I like that. Oregon's amazing.
Full of constant surprises, and each beach has its own geologic landform that makes it so different from the next beach. Which you may find that everywhere, but it seems so condensed here in Oregon.
And it's so big, everything's just big. I know everything's bigger in Texas, but not these beach rocks.
Not these beach rocks.
It's with mixed feelings as we pull away from what will be our last stop in Oregon. This has been our home for a while, but we're excited for what comes next. We will definitely be back. California, baby. This marks our 39th state, only 9 to go. The sun has disappeared beyond the horizon, and all is going well. Until we notice something very serious.
What happened?
Our brakes were failing.
Yeah, I know, I'm just gonna get all the way over.
Did we heat up?
Yeah.
After pulling over to investigate, we learned that our brakes have overheated and were not functioning properly.
We just gotta let the brakes cool down.
Panic sets in with the realization that we were in trouble.
And that's, we check for fire. I can't. It's still moving. The front brake is on, but it's still rolling. I need you to hold the brake. Can you hold the brake? Just keep holding it.
I got it. I'm not.
Are they out?
Well, we just experienced something really scary. We were coming down the mountains. Started out with a 6% grade for like 2 miles, and then immediately a 7% grade for 3 miles. We were downshifted and riding down in lower gear like normal, but had to tap the brakes a few times, and apparently it was a few times too many. When we got down to the bottom, I pulled over to the side just to check on things, and turns out we were experiencing light brake fade. So apparently our brakes got way too hot. So we parked, got out to check on them to make sure we didn't have any fires or anything, and we did not. Had some smoke, but no fires. Waited it out. We've probably been here for 20 minutes or so and checking everything now, and everything's fine. So all's well, but that was pretty scary, scary thought. Like I said, we handled it okay, but realizing that the brakes were starting to fade is pretty scary.
After a long day of driving and a scare with our brakes, this blue rest area sign reaches out to us like a welcome hug, and we are more than willing to call it a night.
All right, we made it. We're at a rest area just north of Eureka, and we're super excited about what tomorrow has in store.
Peace out.
Coming up on Sweet Sweet Bus Life, we experience the redwoods of Northern California, Halloween on the road,
Diesel prices are like almost $7 a gallon.
the Golden Gate Bridge, and more. Thanks for watching.